Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Razor 1 to 10 by Vortex. This is not going to be my traditional full review just because I don't have all the testing done quite on this yet. I just wanted to get a quick update for you guys and give you guys some range footage to show you guys some of the capabilities of this. That way you guys can leave some comments down below and I can answer those in the full review later when I film that one. So with that being said, let's just go over some of the talking points. We'll go over that real quick and then we'll get right into the range footage. So the one thing that I get asked the most is going to be, is it worth the price? MSRP, you're looking about $3,000. The street price is going to be about $2,000, around that range. And when most people hear that, they're like, wow, what is this thing made of? And I thought the same thing, honestly, because that is expensive and it's more expensive than most of the guns out there that people are running. So is it worth the price? I can't give you guys an exact answer on that quite yet because I haven't done the full testing. I want to get this thing past the 500-yard mark. I want to put it on a couple different guns, really see everything about it before I answer that question. So far, this is the most impressive and versatile optic I have ever used. The true 1x, all the way up to 2x, so smooth and quickly. The clarity of the glass, the eye box, everything about this thing is impressive. And Vortex, you can tell, has put a ton of thought into this. And there's a reason this is kind of one of the gold standards when people think of an LPVO. They've been able to keep it somewhat lightweight. This whole setup is very heavy, but the optic itself is fairly lightweight for what you're getting. It's a lot like that 1x6. They've pretty much kept the exact same thing as the 1x6, which is even impressive in itself, being able to add some more magnification and keeping the same footprint for the most part. So the reticle is very cool, has a lot of information on it. We'll be going over that during the full review. I've had a lot of fun with this. I've been able to shoot up close just fine. That was one of my biggest worries, was being able to shoot close, because with my red dots, I'm able to move up really quickly and make transitions and shoot targets a lot quicker, just because you're just waiting for that dot. Once that dot touches your target, pull the trigger and you're good to go. With this, you got to try to get your face in the right position. With a scope, it's almost just a little bit different, but with the clarity of this and the eye box that this, the eye relief that this allows, it really was not hard at all, and I found that this is a very great setup for close-up shooting as well. I really seen it shine when I went back to that 275, 350-yard mark, and I was able to just nail targets. I was shooting, it's the little squares, I mean, they're probably about that big, and it's a dueling tree where you shoot them back and forth. I was able to just sit there and go down the dueling tree with this at 300 yards with no issues. And it's just really cool to be able to shoot a 10.5, 10.3-inch AR-15 with that kind of accuracy out to that distance. This setup is what I usually run a red dot on, just because of the barrel length and everything, and I take it out to about 250 yards, but it's never with the confidence and the accuracy that I've been able to get out of this. The red dot, you're kind of shooting around a little bit. You have to try to figure out where you want to hold and everything. With this, everything's right there in the reticle, and it's just a lot easier, especially when you can just twist this and go right to 10 times or anywhere in between. So I'm just going to quickly go over my setup that I've got going on here, and then we'll get into the range footage. So I've got a ScalarWorks 193 mount on here. Very impressive mount. When I was looking for this setup, I wanted to make sure I got one of the most impressive mounts out there, and I think this is. The Leap mount from ScalarWorks is a great mount. It has held zero. I've taken this off a couple times, put it on different guns, put it on the Tavor, and put it back on this, held zero, no issues. Then over here, I am running a Valhalla Tactical offset mount. This is the Rook, and then a Holosun 508T. So nice little optic setup. I'm going to be doing a lot more close range shooting with this, and even more long range. I'm probably going to put this on 6.5 Creedmoor to do some 600 to 800 yard, maybe farther if I can get the chance to. But I really want to push this to the limits, and I want you guys to let me know what you want to see in that full review, some questions that you want answered. So get down in the comments, shoot me a question that you want to see, or give me some ideas of what you'd like to see do it. Asked my Instagram, I got a lot of input from that, and that helped a lot to be able to just answer those questions, go out, shoot, and be able to show you guys the proof and whether it works or not, or how good it is. Because when you're spending this kind of money, $2,000 on something, you want to make sure it is everything and more. So I want to make sure that I answer every single one of your guys' questions, and I think it'd be a benefit if I got the questions now pre the video and then was able to answer them during the video, because you guys would be able to see it instead of answering them after the video and just kind of comments. So if you guys want to do that, that would be awesome, and let's get right into the range footage. We're out here at the range, and we're testing this setup I've got here on the Zeus. And we got the ScalarWorks 193 with the Vortex 1 to 10 Razor, and then you got a Valhalla Tactical offset mount with the Holosun 508. I'm going to be showing the benefits by shooting at 200 yards with the scope, and then rotating to the mount and shooting at 50 yards. So I'll be going from 250 to 250, just being able to rotate the difference. The biggest benefit being able to keep this at high magnification and not having to bring it down, because a shot at 50 yards with 10 magnification is going to be a little bit more difficult. It's a lot quicker just to rotate real quick and take the shot. So we'll go with that, and we'll see how it works here. So we'll go off buzzer. It's a little bit windy, so it's gonna be tough. Gosh, dang it, the wind just picked up. All right, so now we're gonna go off of just the scope. So we'll start at the 5 times, go for the 200-yard shot, and then we'll probably try to keep it at the 5 times for the 50-yard shot. If I have to, I'll adjust depending. But we're just gonna use the scope for this one. Alright, so it's a little harder once I switched back to that 50-yard shot because it was a lot closer, so the sway was a lot more, especially with the wind. But I just had to tell myself not to rotate. I tried to get back to that routine, but not too bad at all. Now we're within 10 to 50 yards on all the targets. Going to be just using the 1x10. I wanted to show off the benefits of how it can actually work close range as well. We'll see how easily it is. So I'm on 1 times. I'm not going to be changing with the magnification at all, and we'll go from there. Alright, so it's actually fairly easy to be able to take those farther shots. I didn't find that the eye relief on it is really far, so I didn't have to find that perfect spot very much, so it was easy just to go up and hit to it. But transitioning is not really that hard. As you guys know, I'm really a big red dot guy, and I'm not a super big fan of LPVOs, but I think this is going to start making me more of a fan of them just because of the benefits of being able to go back farther and take those shots. So we'll run it again. We'll do something a little bit different. Ready?
Yeah.
Now we're just going to do at a low ready, 1 shot on buzzer on target, see how quick we can do these. .58. 0.57, 0.58. So still consistently fast with this, so it's not too bad. Now we'll just do a quick run real quick. We'll go from there to there to there. Mag. What is this? All right, let's go for 275. That is crazy. This thing is awesome. Let's go for 300. Got it. Got it. Got it. Wow. This thing is sweet. All right, I'm going to go for the hostage target at 275. This is going to be fun. I think I've got my hold on. Here we go. A little high. Got it. I'm gonna swing it back around. I just hit the hostage. All right. Well, the hostage is good and dead. Let's try to actually hit the bad guy. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not trying to kill you. Oh man, that guy is having a bad day. All right, no more hostage target. Let's go for the dueling tree. Got it. Nice. That is so cool. This thing is on point. Had it sighted in at 100. Vortex 1 to 10 Razor, and we're gonna try to push it back even farther. Farthest we hit was 300. We'll probably go back to 500, see if we can hit that. But for right now, that's all we got. This thing's cool. So as you guys can tell from that range footage, this is a crazy optic. Really fun. I've been having a blast with it. If you've had the chance to get a hold of one of these to look down, to play with, or you got one yourself, let me know what you guys think of it. It's just got a lot going on in such a cool package. So I think Vortex has put a lot of thought into this. I think there's a reason that they're one of the tops with these, and I think you're gonna see a lot of people picking these up, especially for like hunting guns, competition guns, things like that, and even duty use guns as well. I see a lot of agencies picking these up if they have the funds. Unfortunately, with law enforcement, it's kind of hard to get the funds for something like this. But if they have the funds, or if they're allowing the people to put them on their own duty rifles, I think this would probably be, I don't want to say it because I haven't done my full testing yet, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say I would say this is probably one of the best optics you could get for a duty rifle, just for the fact that depending what you're doing, situations you're put in, you have 1 to 10 times of magnification. So your versatility of being able to go close range to long range is very great, because you know, if you're engaging someone at a farther distance with a red dot, depending where you're at location wise, you're not going to want to take shots unless you're really confident you're going to make those hits. Being able to twist that and gain your confidence is huge. So for duty rifles, my LE guys, military guys, contractor dudes, this is such a great optic and a great choice. And I might change my mind after I do more testing, but right now I think that I stand by that, and I think this is a fantastic optic. So if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, go check out Vortex. They have tons of things. I mean, I'm maybe testing some other stuff from them as well. I've got a lot of stuff coming down the road here to show you guys and test for you guys. We got some new light setups, and of course a lot more optic setups, and a couple more AR builds that we're going to be finishing. So if you guys would like to help out my channel, go ahead and go down in the link description. There's Patreon and links to my website from there. If you use those links to buy things and purchase stuff, gives me a small kickback. It shows the companies that I'm generating flow. Little things like that helps me with ammo cost, video cost, and everything else that comes along with doing all these videos and getting equipment and things like that for you guys. So if you guys would like to do that, that helps me out a ton. If not a big deal. I just appreciate you guys being here, liking, comment, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate you all. As you guys can tell, my hair was insanely long. I still have not gotten a cut. The top has not been cut since last year. I'm growing it out, having a mid-20s crisis. So everyone at work makes fun of me. They think I'm like from The Godfather or something, because I'm doing that slick back look, but there's really not a whole lot I can do with it right now. So I'm kind of in that awkward stage of letting it grow. So it looks kind of goofy right now, but we're gonna work with it. So for those of you that don't know, I'm very active on my Instagram and Facebook. I post there daily. I'm shooting for a goal of 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, just because I can start posting stories and I can get a lot more personal with you guys and be able to make some content daily to be able to let you guys know how things are going. I always post updates on my Instagram just because it's a lot easier on there. So if you guys are interested in those updates, go ahead and check out the Instagram channel. It's gonna be Tactical Advisor pretty much all the way around. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.